As our election day team coverage continues.
We're going to begin with David Collins, who joins us live from Annapolis, where Republican gubernatorial candidate Dan Cox will be tonight. David?
Stan, Dan Cox spent the day on a thank you tour. He's confident of a win, telling us when the votes are counted, quote, "I will accept the lawful and constitutional results." Dan Cox spent the day crisscrossing the state saying thank you to supporters and campaign volunteers.
One of the things that I think we learned is that we couldn't get it done without the volunteers.
Cox on this election day is making the claim that Baltimore City is exporting crime all over the state.
It's coming throughout all of Maryland now. It's being exported. That's going to end on my watch. And as governor, we're going to take charge of ensuring that our police are supported.
On this election day, Cox is telling voters he will protect the environment without banning gasoline-fueled cars. On his first day as governor, Cox says he will take steps to put more money in everyone's pockets by eliminating gas tax hikes tied to inflation and reducing property taxes. And he's reminding supporters he will stop the indoctrination of school children.
What's the direction that we need for our families? You know, we have a hurting economy, we have an education system that really needs to be supported and encouraged, and we have a crime issue.
Dan Cox tells us as many as 500 people have been confirmed as guests to his victory party. He's asking news organizations to hold off declaring victory for anyone until after all the votes are counted. Kate Amara is following the Wes Moore campaign for governor, and she joins us now live from Harbor East with details. Kate?
Well, David, Wes Moore is holding his election night watch party here at the Marriott Waterfront in Harbor East. He spent most of this election day working. The 44-year-old Democratic nominee for governor made stops in Baltimore City and County, as well as Howard and Anne Arundel, reaching out to voters and asking for support. At Severna Park High School this afternoon, Moore told us that he's feeling good about the turnout today and the mail-in ballots returned so far as well. Turns out that was the final stop of Wes Moore's campaign for governor. The candidate told us he was heading home to spend time with his family. A couple weeks ago, you told me win, lose, or draw on election day, your kids are getting a puppy. So did they get it yet? And what kind of dog did they get?
They did not get the puppy yet, but in fact, one of the things I'm doing this afternoon is they are going to be presenting their ideas. They've been working together on this because that was one of our rules, that they had to agree on what it is. So this afternoon, I'm gonna get an idea of what kind of puppy they want, and their puppy is on its way no matter what the election results are.
According to the polls, Wes Moore is expected to win this race by a double-digit margin. According to the campaign, the candidate will be watching returns with his family at home tonight before he makes his way here to be with supporters and campaign volunteers at the Marriott in Harbor East. Reporting live tonight, I'm Kate Amara, WBAL TV 11 News.
Kate and David, thank you. Here's a look at some of the other races we're keeping a close eye on. For Attorney General, Democratic candidate Anthony Brown is taking on Republican candidate Michael Peroutka. Marylanders will also select the next state comptroller. On the Democrat side, it's Brooke Lierman, and Barry Glassman is the Republican candidate. The big race in Anne Arundel County is for county executive. Democrat Stuart Pittman is hoping to stay in office, and Republican challenger Jessica Hare says it is time for a change. 11 News reporter Kim Dacey joins us live in Annapolis with a preview. Kim?
Deborah, both candidates made the rounds at the polls today in a race that could really go either way. Anne Arundel County voters are casting their ballots for county executive. Democrat incumbent Stuart Pittman or Republican challenger Jessica Hare. Both candidates hit the polls for the last hours of campaigning.
Feeling really good. You know, there are folks out here. Elections are, you know, it's a team sport. We talk about the things that divide us, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow when we all come together again and continue to govern.
Very excited. I mean, people keep coming out. We're getting high fives. We're getting thumbs up. People are excited for change. So it's contagious, essentially.
It's been a sometimes contentious campaign, and neither candidate is expecting a landslide, but they're both urging everyone to get out to vote.
Please come out and vote. We want as many people to come out and vote as possible. We're having a blast out here.
It's absolutely our honor, everybody's honor and privilege to be able to vote. So let's keep our democracy moving.
The polls are open until 8 o'clock tonight. We will be following this race closely all night and bringing the latest updates on air and online. Reporting live in Annapolis, Kim Dacey, WBAL TV 11 News.
Kim, thank you. The race for Howard County Executive may look familiar to voters. Incumbent Calvin Ball and challenger Alan Kittleman are on the same ballot, just like they were in 2018. This time, though, they've switched places. 11 News reporter Lowell Melzer has been following the candidates today around Howard County. He joined us live from Bonnie Branch Middle School, a polling location in Ellicott City. Lowell?
Yeah, good evening, Stan. Yeah, as you mentioned, we're kind of flipping the script here. This is pretty much the exact same race we had back in 2018, but many would argue back then Democrats felt that they had momentum simply because so many of them were upset with then President Donald Trump, which swayed races just like this one. Now, Republicans feel that they have the momentum and are looking for a pendulum switch again, a pendulum swing rather, again in races just like this one. Now we spent the day on the last minute campaign trail with Howard County Executive Democrat incumbent Calvin Ball and his challenger Republican Alan Kittleman. The two candidates faced off against each other back in 2018 with Ball coming out ahead. This time around, Ball is riding on his record, claiming progress with schools, downtown, and the environment. Kittleman claims that he can make Howard County safer, including in schools, and can lower taxes. Both men tell me that they're up for the fight.
I am full of excitement and hope. I think that voters are making sure that their voices are heard. And I think when their voices are heard, we're going to hear progress. They want to ensure that the record funding that we put into our schools, into public safety, into becoming environmental leaders, all while being national models and combating the pandemic, they want to see that continue to move forward, and I'm excited.
If they want to end the political divisiveness, if they want to bring our communities together, I think I'm their candidate. I think I have a record of working with people on both sides of the aisle, not caring who gets the credit, just trying to make sure we get what's best done for Howard County. So if you want Howard County to be a stronger place, having safer schools, stronger communities, having lower taxes, then I think I'm the guy you want. Well, this has always been a good.
Now, both candidates are planning celebrations after the polls close later this evening. Alan Kittleman will be in Ellicott City. Calvin Ball will be in Columbia. We will be there as the results come in. We're live in Ellicott City tonight. I'm Lowell Melzer, WBAL TV 11 News.
Lowell, thank you. We're also following the county executive race in Baltimore County. Democrat Johnny Olszewski up against challenger Pat McDonough for his second term in office. Tonight, voters will decide which party will have control of Congress. U.S. Senator Chris Van Hollen hopes to hold on to his seat. His challenger this year is Republican candidate Chris Chafee. Republican Congressman Andy Harris has been in office for 12 years now. He's vying for another term. His challengers in the 1st Congressional District race are Democrat Heather Mazier and Libertarian candidate Daniel Thibeault. Republicans need to gain 5 seats in the House and flip 1 seat in the Senate in order to gain control of Congress.
And there are several ballot questions for Maryland voters to decide on this year. The big one, perhaps, question 4. That's about the legalization of recreational marijuana. If approved, possession of up to 1.5 ounces of recreational marijuana would become legal. It would also remove criminal penalties for possession of up to 2.5 ounces of marijuana and create a civil citation. Existing marijuana laws would apply to possession of more than 2.5 ounces. If approved, the law would take effect next July. And we have everything you need to know to cast your ballot in our Maryland Voters Guide. You can find your polling place, see who's running in all the races, and what questions are on the ballot. It's all in the free WBAL TV app.